Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strum, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's final round of the Genesis Invitational Field of Greens tournament. We have on the screen now the cup points and money earning leaders for our league prior to today's final round. There will probably be a change, I would think. A money earner number one, Tiger Woods, 2,152,000. Ernie Els, 1,960,000 right behind him. And if Els beats Woods by a few points, he could take over the leading money earner in this season's tour. Lee Torino is third. Without any further ado, let's go to the schedule. In a quick review of tournaments we've had so far, Kapalua Invitational, Ernie Els the winner. Sony Hawaii Open, McDonald Smith, Australian Open, Ralph Goodall, Tiger Woods won the Farmers Insurance Open. Pebble Beach was won by Walter Hagen. Sergio Garcia took the Phoenix Open. Lee Trevino came back a couple of weeks ago, last week, and won the Bob Hope Desert Classic. And Davis Love the third, 15 under, is currently leading the Genesis Invitational. Here's the leaderboard up to now. Davis Love the third in first place, 15 under, tied with Justin Thomas, also at 15 under. Two golfers at 14 under, Bernhard Langer, Nick Price, Walter Hagen, and Curtis Strange at 13 under, 2 strokes back. Okay, without any further ado, let's go to the course and play the final round. There's the leaderboard on the left. As always, on the bottom right, where the recent replays go, any great shots that go in the hole or come close to it are shown in that box, and we will highlight some of those if we don't get to see them in the tournament. Just so we all know, I sim until all the golfers are on the course, then we pause, and at that point, we put the top golfers on screen and we watch them finish out the 18 holes. Without any further ado, round 4 is about to begin. It's going to be a short time before you see anything change on the leaderboard, as all the players teeing off currently are on the bottom of that leaderboard. Craig Stadler puts one in the hole from 50 yards out. And he's the first one that shows up on the leaderboard at 9 under, 6 strokes back. Davis Love the third is a Mike Silva golfer. And Justin Thomas is a Jeff golfer. Sevi Ballesteros climbing up the leaderboard along with Lloyd Mangrum, 10 under. Sam Snead at 11 under with Lawson Little, as they have now teed off and are on the course, 4 strokes back. There's a few golfers yet to tee off. We're getting close to the final pairing of Love and Thomas. When they tee off, we will pause. We'll see where we are, and then we'll pick the golfers, and we'll watch the final round. Tiger Woods, 13 under, 2 strokes back. This could be a good round. Okay, one more set of golfers to tee off. And we will take a look at where we stand. Okay, there's the pause button. Davis Love and Justin Thomas have birdied the first hole, and they are both 16 under. Bernhard Langer is 15 under, one stroke back. Nick Price and a whole host of other golfers, 14 under. Tiger Woods, 13 under after 4. Let's start by watching the leaders, of course. Bernhard Langer and Nick Price is, well, yeah, let's throw those on. Why not? We can always thin it out. There we go. Those are the golfers, 2, 4, 6, 7 golfers within 2 strokes of the lead. And Bernhard Langer, let's see. Bernhard Langer is a Mike golfer. So Mike has got 2 golfers up top here today. Nick Price, as I look him up, is a big clue golfer. Walter Hagen, Buckshot. Curtis Strange, I think, is mine. It is. And Lawson Little belongs to Big Clue. So Big Clue and Mike have 4 golfers, I think, in that top 7. Let's watch the golf and see how they play. Walter Hagen on the par 4 third tees off. And Curtis Strange is in the fairway also. Walter Hagen's approach. And it's a good one. Curtis Strange with a 7-iron. A little short, but both players on the green. Strange has a 38-foot birdie attempt. Good putt. He'll tap that in for a par, as Hagen's birdie attempt is going to go left. He pulled that putt from the beginning, taps it in. Strange taps his in, and we go to the next grouping. Lawson Little will be on the 12th. Little 2 strokes back. It's a par 4, 481-yard hole. Down the middle. 6-iron to the green for Lawson Little. And it's just on the front. He will have, what, about a 20, 25-foot putt for his bird. It's going to be short. He's going to line this up. And it goes in the side door. Remains 14 under par. Let's see who's next. It's going to be the leaders, Davis Love and Justin Thomas on hole number 2, par 4, 465 yards. Davis Love pulls the ball into the rough. And Justin Thomas right down the middle. Spanks that one. Davis Love's approach, being in the rough, didn't hurt him. He's in the center of the green. Justin Thomas with a 5-iron from the fairway. Pulls it a little bit. He's off the green just to the left. Davis Love's birdie attempt. And it's a good lag putt. Thomas putting from just off the green is going to be short. Both golfers sink their putts. Everything remains the same as we look at the leaderboard. Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods, 3 strokes back at 13. Bernhard Langer On the third hole, par 4, he's in the fairway. Nick Price off the tee, and he's right down the middle. Bernhard Leger's approach. And it's a good one. Can Price get inside of that? He cannot. Both players attempting birdie putts. Price misses to the right. Langer. A little better putt, but they'll both miss to the right. Have short putts for the par. There's Langer. He's in. Price. He's in. Still no changes on the leaderboard as we catch up with Walter Hagen on the par 3 fourth hole. And Hagen is going to be within birdie territory. 238-yard par 3, Curtis Strange off the tee. And he's got a good one. Just off the back of the green. Strange with a 17-foot putt. Not a good one. He pulled it from the beginning. Here's Hagen's birdie attempt, and he played it perfectly as it drops in for a birdie 2. Strange taps his in, and Walter Hagen goes to 15 under. That's the only change on the leaderboard. As we go to the next group will be Lawson Little. Craig Stadler in it with a 65 today. Lawson Little on the 13th in the fairway. 6 iron to the green. Shadows over this green here on a Sunday afternoon. Little's putt. Comes up just a little short. He's got a short par putt. He makes it. Jack Nicklaus now at 14 under joins the group. Nicklaus through 5 is 2 under for the day. Lawson 6 under for the day. And like I said, Craig Stadler in the clubhouse, the leader, 12 under with a 65. Back to the leaders. Davis Love the third, par 4, third hole, 437 yards. He's in the fairway. Justin Thomas off the tee. He's going to pull this ball. It's going to be in some trees, and he hits one and bounces out with a lucky bounce. His approach is going to be on the green. He'll be putting for birdie, and he is one lucky golfer. His ball could have went the other way. Davis Love's approach goes a little bit long. Love chips up. It's looking good. And he just misses it. Thomas's birdie attempt. Thomas puts it in after hitting a tree. He birdies. Davis Love pars. And there we have Thomas taking the lead in the tournament at 17 under, all by himself. Davis Love second at 16. Bernhard Langer 15. Walter Hagen 15. We're going to drop the 14s off. And we'll let them catch up. We'll put them back on as they get within 2 strokes of the lead. Par 3, fourth hole. Langer is on the back of the green. He'll have a birdie putt. 19-footer just off the green. He's going to be short and to the left. Taps it in to remain 15 under par, 2 strokes behind Thomas. Walter Hagen now on the par 4 fifth, 431 yards. And that's a perfect tee shot. Hagen with an 8-iron to the green pushes the ball. It is going to be to the right. He's going to have to chip on, and hopefully one putt to remain. 15 under. He almost put it in the hole. Hagen remains 15 under par. We got the leaders again. Justin Thomas, 17 under here on the par 3 fourth hole, just on the right side of the green. And Davis Love the third, a little better shot, looks like to me. He's on the front. Thomas with a 40-foot birdie attempt. And it looks like a great putt from 40 feet away. Davis Love, 31-footer. And this one is going to drop, and it drops right in the hole. 31-foot birdie putt. We now have a tie for the lead at 17 under as Jack Nicklaus makes it to 15 under, and we add Nicklaus to the TV schedule. Bernhard Langer here, 15 under, 2 strokes back. Par 4 fifth holes in the fairway. Langer's approach is going to just be off the green, but he'll be putting. It's a 20-foot putt for a birdie. And it looks good, and it just stops in front of the hole. Another roll, he would have had it. He remains 2 strokes behind Thomas and Love. Jack Nicklaus. Oh, Walter Hagen, then Jack Nicklaus. Walter Hagen on the 6th hole. It's a par 3, 197 yards, and he goes right by the hole. Hagen will have a birdie attempt, and he hits it just a little too hard as it lips the hole. Cup taps it in for the par. Now we get to Jack Nicklaus on the par 4 7th. And he smacked that one. Good drive. 3 under for the day. Nicklaus sand wedge to the green. And it's a good one. Nicklaus will be putting for a birdie from 12 feet away. Jack is a great putter, and he just misses it, stays up on the right-hand side. Davis Love on the 5th hole. It's a par 4, 431 yards. He's in the fairway. And Justin Thomas, tied for the lead, is down the left side of the fairway. Both players with good shots. Justin Thomas with a wedge. And he'll be putting for a birdie. Davis Love with a pitching wedge. Also will be putting for birdie. Both players with great shots. Thomas from 12 feet. Misread that a little bit. Didn't break as much as he thought it would. He taps it in. Davis Love from about 10 feet. And it breaks at the hole to the right, and he just misses. Both players par remains 17 under through 5. Langer 15 under, Hagen 15 under, and Jack Nicklaus 15 under. Here's Langer off the tee on the 6th hole. Little hard. He's overhit it, but he did not make it into the bunker. Chips it on, and he'll have a tough par putt from 12 feet. Can he put it in to remain where he stands? Oh, geez, just held up on the right. He's going to drop to 14 under. Langer's going to be dropped from the TV schedule till he can get up there a little more. We now have 4 golfers. Walter Hagen 2 strokes back on the par 4 7th. He's in the fairway. Hagen's hitting a sand wedge to the green. And it's just off the green to the right, but he'll be putting from 17 feet. Here it is. And it did not break. He'll tap that in for a par. Remains 2 strokes back. Nobody else is making a move. Jack Nicklaus up next. Nicklaus 15 under. Here's the par 4 8th, 461 yards, and he's in the fairway. Here comes his pitching wedge approach. Center of the green, he's got to have a long birdie attempt from just under 40 feet. And that's a good putt for Jack. Jack with about a 3-footer here. Drops it in. No changes on the leaderboard. Davis Love, a Mike golfer, takes the lead. Justin Thomas, a Jeff golfer, tied for the lead. Walter Hagen, buckshot golfer, 2 strokes back. And Jack Nicklaus is a Big Clue golfer. Okay, here we go. See if anybody else can break into that 15 under category. Davis Love tied for the lead. Pin in a tough spot. This is a drive over the fairway, and that's going to be in the green bunker. I've wanted to see someone in there. Davis Love hits a chip. It's a little hard. He's going to have a tough time making par. Justin Thomas out of the bunker in the center of the green. Not bad shot. Both players have difficult putts. This one's from 16 feet. And Davis Love's going to drop to 16 under. Thomas's putt also misses. Both golfers lose a stroke. And that brings us, well, let's put Bernhard Langer and Curtis Strange back on. They're only 2 strokes back. There's 6 golfers within 2 strokes of the lead. Here's Bernhard Langer, par 4 7th. Good drive. Pitching wedge to the green. And he's going to have a great chance at picking up a stroke here. 13-foot birdie attempt for Langer. I don't know how that stayed up, but it looked like it was going to fall, but it's going to stay. And Langer stays at 14 under through 7. Curtis Strange is also a stroke back. Walter Hagen here on the 8th par 4, going to be just in the fairway on the right side. Here's Curtis Strange, who I just mentioned a minute ago. He's right down the center of the fairway. Strange's approaches with a 7-iron. And he's got a birdie attempt, about 25 feet. Hagen hit that one a little fat. He's going to be a little further out. 23-footer for Strange. And he's going to be a couple of feet short. Hagen's attempt. And he's going to be a couple of feet short. Putting has just been average today. We haven't seen a lot of good putts, but not too many 3-putts either. They're the 6 golfers, no changes. Jack Nicklaus, 15 under, 1 stroke back, right down the center of the fairway. Nicklaus with a pitching wedge to the green. And it's a beauty. About 20-footer for a birdie attempt here, 25 feet. And the putt is just to the right. Tap that in and remain 15 under. Not too many really low rounds today. 65 is the lowest one in the clubhouse. And on the leaderboard, the lowest round, Seve Ballesteros, 5 under. Everybody else pretty much 1, 2, 3 under par. Davis Love, the leader on the 7th, par 4. He's in the fairway. Justin Thomas, also a good drive. Just off the fairway, but both players should do well with their second shots. Davis Love with a pitching wedge. He's got a birdie putt coming up. Thomas with his pitching wedge, and he's even closer. Both leaders now. Love from 20 feet, trying to take the lead. It's a good-looking putt and just slides by the left side of the hole. Taps it in. From 11 feet, Thomas for the lead. And he slips by the left side of the hole, just misses. Everybody remains the same. Like I said, putting's been a little off. But Lawson Little moves up, but let's take those guys off because 7 is too many. So we got the top 4. Walter Hagen, stroke back. He's in the fairway. To the green, and it's a nice shot. Hagen's got a birdie attempt coming up. It's from 37 feet. 2 under for the day. And it's a good putt. He's going to tap that in to remain 15 under. And we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back here. And let's see where we are. Curtis Strange is now 15. So we have 5 golfers. Let's see who's up next. It's Jack Nicklaus, 15 under, par 4, 309 yards. Certainly a birdie hole. Here's Jack's putt, and he birdies it. And we have a three-way tie for first. Davis, Love, Justin Thomas, and Jack Nicklaus. Is this Jack's week? Jack has not won a tournament. Could be the greatest golfer of all time. Tiger Woods could be. Who knows? I guess it depends on which day we're talking about. Both of them spectacular. We're going to have two of the leaders here. Davis Love on the par 4 8th. He pushes it a little bit to the right, but he'll be fine. Justin Thomas, 461-yard hole, puts it right down the middle. Davis Love with an 8-iron, and he hit that one fat, didn't make the green. Well, it looks like it may just roll on the front. Justin Thomas with an 8-iron. He didn't hit that one fat. He hit it perfect, and it's a beauty. Davis Love, long way for this putt. I don't know, 80, 90 feet maybe. And you can't do better than that except put it in. Thomas's birdie attempt. And he's been just missing those putts all day. I don't know how he's going to win a tournament missing putts like that. You got to make those putts. Three-way tie remains as both golfers par that hole. Curtis Strange, par 4, 10th to the left. Nobody's trying to reach this. Too many traps around this green. Walter Hagen. Everyone's depending on a good approach, Strange's approach. And it's a good one. He'll have about a 15, 20 footer for a birdie attempt. And Hagen's lob wedge to the green is a little closer. Let's see how far Strange's putt's 20 feet away. He missed it from the beginning. He played it okay, but just a little too much break. Puts it in for the par. Hagen's putt is going to be short, did not hit it. Both players remain 15 under. And Bernhard Langer works his way back in. So we have 6 golfers again, all within 1 stroke of the lead. Tiger Woods, 2 strokes back, along with Lawson Little, who's in the clubhouse, along with Seve Ballesteros with 65s. They're 14 under par. Couple more holes. Everybody will be on the backside. Let's see who's next. Jack Nicklaus tied for the lead. Hole number 11. It's a par 5, 582 yards. I do not believe anybody's going to reach this in 2. But if anybody can, it's Nicklaus. His 3-iron is a little bit short. He's going to chip up. And his birdie putt will be from 15 feet. For the lead, he misses it just to the left. I'm telling you, it's not a good day for putting. Everyone's missing the putts. They should be making 15-foot putt. For Nicklaus, a straight putt is almost nothing. Okay, back to the leaders on hole number 9. Davis Love at 16 in the fairway, and he's going to just roll off the first cut of the fairway. And Justin Thomas pulls the ball just to the left of the green. He should be fine. The rough is not that bad here. Justin Thomas to the green, and he is on the green, going to have a birdie attempt. Davis Love with a pitching wedge. And it's a beautiful shot. He's got a birdie putt coming up. Thomas's birdie attempt. Slides by the left side of the hole. They seem to be doing that all day with everybody. And here comes Davis Love's putt, and it's going to drop in. Davis Love takes a one-stroke lead in this tournament. 17 under through 9 holes to go. 6 golfers within 2 strokes of the lead. Bernhard Langer 2 strokes back, par 4 10th, 309 yards, short hole. This is a birdie hole if you can get your second shot close to the cup. Langer's approach. It's going to roll back, and we've got a birdie putt here for Bernhard Langer. Take him within 1 stroke of the lead. And to follow the theme of the day, let's miss a easy putt. He did it. He remains 15 under par. Jack Nicklaus. No, this is Curtis Strange, sorry. He may be playing with Nicklaus. Let's find out here in a minute. He's in the fairway on the par 5 11. Nope, Hagen's with him. And Hagen's just off the fairway. Strange approach. His second shot puts him in good shape. Hagen with a 7-iron going to do the same thing. First up, Curtis Strange with a wedge. Pushes it to the right. Not a very good shot, but he should get down in 2 for a par. Walter Hagen with the same club right at the hole. It should back up, and Hagen's got a makeable birdie putt. Strange needs a sand wedge and doesn't go very far. Not a good shot. And Hagen misses the putt. Everybody's missing putts all day today. Strange is going to miss this putt also. He's going to drop out of the TV ranks because he's going to go to 14 under. Hagen remains at 15. My golfer, Curtis Strange, leaves TV. And there we go. Davis Love at 17 under through 9. Justin Thomas 16 under. Nicklaus 16 under. Bernhard Langer and Walter Hagen 15 under as we continue. Nicklaus 1 stroke back on the 12th. And he's just off the fairway to the left. He must have been in a bad lie because that's a terrible shot. Shot number 3, though, is not terrible. Shot number 3 is a good one. And here comes his par putt. Nicklaus saves par. That's one of the few putts we've seen that needed to go in that went in. Nicklaus saved himself a stroke there. Davis Love, the leader, on the 10th. Let's see if he can get this little chip close enough. Justin Thomas off the tee. Thomas to the green. And not a good one. He's too long and in the green side bunker. Davis Love looking to increase his lead, does the same thing. Both players in the bunker behind the green. Thomas is out with a good one. Davis Love, also a good one. Both players are close enough to put these putts in. There's 1. There's 2. No change on the leaderboard as we take a look. And Bernhard Langer, 2 strokes back. He's on the 11th, par 5. They've been hitting a 7-iron here for the second shot as he's in the fairway. Let's see what he's hitting. He's hitting a 3-wood. He's going for the green. Look at this. He's going to be putting from just off the green for an eagle. Langer is in good shape. Here's his eagle attempt, the first one we've seen today. Oh, just misses it to the right. He should tap this in for a birdie and be one stroke back. There it is. Bernhard Langer now tied with Nicklaus and Thomas, just one stroke behind Davis Love. He was the first guy that we've seen go for the green today. Walter Hagen on the 12th, par 4, down the middle. Four iron to the green for Hagen, and he's pushed it. Finds the bunker. Bunkers aren't really a challenge for these golfers, as you can see. That's a great shot. He needs it. He's got a tough putt, but let's see if he can make it. He can. Everything remains the same as we go to Nicklaus on the 13th, par 4. Just off the fairway. 5 iron for Jack. And he's going to be just on the front of the green. It's about a 90-foot putt, probably. 94-foot putt. Jack Nicklaus. Let's see how close he can get. Jack Nicklaus almost just sank a 94-foot putt. Best putt of the day, but he remains one stroke back at 16 under. Davis Love, the third, leading the tournament, tees off here on the par 5 11th. Will he go for it or will he play it safe? It's a driver off. No, this is Justin Thomas off the tee. I read it wrong. Now we're going to find out what both players are going to do. Davis Love with a 3-wood is going for the green, and he pushes it to the right, and he's going to be in the trap. Thomas with a wood off the fairway, and he's going to be in the trap. Both players followed each other into the trap. Davis Love with a good shot. Thomas with a better one. Both players have a shot at birds. Davis Love from 12 feet. The theme of the day, let's miss a 12-foot putt. Here's a birdie attempt. Thomas is in with a birdie. Davis Love gets the par. We now have Love and Thomas once again tied through 11 at 17 under, 2 under for the day. Bernhard Langer, 1 stroke back. Nicklaus, 1 stroke back. Walter Hagen, 2 strokes back. Here's Langer, and he hits a bad drive to the right. It's in the trees. Let's see what happens. And that one hits a tree as he tries to get out. Will Langer be able to get out of this mess? That shot is a safety. This next shot needs to go in the hole if he's going to remain. Well, it came close to the hole. Here's his putt. He's a lucky man to only lose 1 stroke. Drops to 15. It could have been a lot worse. Walter Hagen at 15 on the par 4. 13th. He's in the fairway. Hagen's 6 iron to the green. Looks good. And there's a birdie putt coming up for Walter Hagen from 9 feet out. Well, I've been watching that all day. They just slide by the hole. It's almost like the cup's a half-inch narrower than regulation. Everybody's been missing putts by 1/8 of an inch, and Hagen missed that one to remain 2 strokes back at 15. Jack Nicklaus, 1 stroke back on the par 3 14th, And that's a good one. He will have a 5-foot putt for a birdie, and he gets it. 3 golfers at 17 under, Love, Thomas, and Nicholas. This is going to be a great finish. This is setting up as everybody's on the back 9 right now. Co-leader, Justin Thomas. Par 4 12th. Davis Love, same hole. And both golfers go left. A little bit off the fairway, but here's a 3-iron to the green by Thomas. And he'll be putting. 4-iron for Davis Love, and they'll both be putting as they're both safely on the green. Not close, but they'll be putting. First up, Love from 65 feet. A little short. Thomas from 56 feet. Both players short. Thomas a little better, so Love putting first. And like we've seen everybody do today, he misses by 1/8 of an inch. He's going to drop a stroke. Thomas and Nicholas now in the lead. Davis Love a stroke back at 16. Langer and Hagen 15 back. Let me check the leaderboard. Whatever happened? Tiger Woods there. Tiger Woods just lurking. That may be enough for Woods to maintain the lead, the money lead in the season series. I do not see Ernie Els up top. He's number 2. Langer 2 strokes back. He's in the fairway here on the 13th. His approach to the left. He needs a couple of good shots here to remain 15, and there's one. The next putt is going to be tough, but he can do it. About a 9-footer. Around the hole and in. Langer remains 15 under. Walter Hagen 15 under here on the 14th. Par 3 pulls his tee shot. Will he chip this or will he putt it? 106 feet away, he putts it. He puts it within 6 feet, and there's his 2-putt around the cup and in. No change on the leaderboard. Jack Nicklaus tied for the lead. And he just misses the fairway side bunker. His approach shot. He will not make it up the incline. He will have an uphill putt for a birdie attempt. That putt is from 45 feet away. Let's see how he reads it. It's a good read. He will tap that in and remain tied for the lead at 17 under. Thomas and Nicholas 17 under. Love 16. Langer and Hagen 15 as we continue. Davis Love on the 13th as we come to the last 5 holes of the tournament. Right down the middle. Davis Love, stroke back, pushes his drive a little bit to the right. I don't think those trees will be a problem. 6-iron for Davis Love, and he is just on the front of the green. He'll have an 80-foot birdie putt here in a minute. Justin Thomas pulls his shot. He's going to need a good chip. Davis Love 77 feet away. And there's a beauty. He leaves it with a short 4-footer, I think. There's the lob shot by Thomas. Here comes 13-foot putt by Thomas. He needs this to stay. Oh, and he misses it. Once again, they're not putting well today. Davis Love puts it in. Thomas loses a stroke as he bogeys. And there it is, Jack Nicklaus, all by himself in the first spot. Let's drop off Bernhard Langer as we approach an hour here on our broadcast. I don't like going past an hour. Even I'd turn it off longer than an hour. Anyway, let's see what happens. The leader, Jack Nicklaus, here on the 16th, par 3. And it's a beauty. He's got a 9-foot putt for a birdie, and he hits it a little too hard. It just goes over the hole, taps it in for his par, remaining a stroke ahead. Langer, who I just took off, birdies the hole, and he's back on. He's one stroke back. Davis Love a stroke back here on the 14th, 192 yards. He'll be putting. Justin Thomas, not a good shot. They'll be chipping that one up. There it is. Let's see how close he can get it. He was about 100 feet away, and he's going to put it within 4 feet. Davis Love's birdie attempt. And he just slides by the left. Thomas from 4 feet drops it in for the par. Also from 4 feet, Davis Love pars. There's no change in the leaderboard. Nicklaus still one stroke up on a trio of golfers, Langer, Thomas, and Love. Par 4 15th, 482 yards. He's in the fairway. And he's just off the back of the green. Here's his chip. And it's a good one. He'll have a 4.5 foot putt for a par. He's got it. Once again, the leaderboards haven't changed much. Nicklaus is 5 under today, which accounts for his one-stroke lead. Tiger Woods not making much headway, although he's only 2 strokes back. Jack Nicklaus, the leader, in the fairway. Five wood from Nicklaus. And he was going for it. He should birdie this hole. Nicklaus is a big clue golfer, and that's a terrible chip from where he was. Here comes his birdie attempt, and he deserved to miss that because that chip was terrible. Here's his par. If he loses the tournament, he lost it right there on that hole. He should have birdied it. Davis Love the third, one stroke back. He's in the trees, and he hit one, as you can hear. Justin Thomas in the fairway. Love has to play it safe. Thomas is going to go for the green, of course. Here's a 3-iron. His approach looking good. And he's going to have a birdie attempt. Chance to tie Jack. Love's third shot. A little strong. And there's a chip. And that's close enough that he'll hopefully bogey it if he hits a good enough putt. Thomas's birdie putt. Right dead center in the hole. He ties Jack Nicklaus. This Davis Love's par. Davis Love at 15 under. We're going to cut him off here for a second. We've got 3 golfers, 2 tied for the lead. One stroke back, Thomas, Nicklaus, and Langer. Let's watch to the end. Langer, a stroke back. It's a par 3 16th. He'll be putting for a birdie. Carlos Yaz comes by. Hey, Carlos, thank you for checking in. Langer's got a good putt. He'll tap that one in. Remains a stroke back. Here's Jack on the 18th. This is his last attempt to gain a stroke. He really blew that last hole when he parred it. He should have birdied it. Let's see if he can make a comeback and birdie 18. He's done that many times. He's going to have about a 30, 35-foot putt, maybe 22-foot putt. And it looks good. And he did it. Nicklaus birdies 18 to take a 1-stroke lead and finish the round with a 65. And Justin Thomas now has a couple of holes to catch him. But Nicklaus dropped in that birdie putt. It was a clutch putt. And Carlos Yaz is screaming in his living room, clapping for the Golden Bear. I'm assuming it must be his golfer since he's rooting for him. Jack Nicklaus. No, it's a Big Clue golfer, but he's rooting for him anyway. Here we go. Last couple of holes. 16. It's a par 3. And it's a Thomas has got a shot at a birdie to tie him. Putting has been terrible today, and this one isn't even any better. This one, horrible putt from that distance. Drops in the par. No change. Langer on the 17th. He needs to eagle this hole. We've seen a couple of players eagle it. Let's see what he picks out for his second shot here. He's going to hit a 3-wood. He's going for it. He didn't make it. Just being off the fairway might have hurt him. It's a good wedge shot. He's got a birdie attempt coming up. It's from 8 feet. And he puts it in. And there you go. Can't get any closer than this. Langer and Thomas 1 stroke back. Thomas got 2 holes. Langer's got 1 to catch Jack Nicklaus, the leader in the clubhouse, with a low score today of tied 65. There was another 65, 2 of them, Ballesteros and Little. But Nicklaus is the one that counts because he's a stroke up. Thomas on the 17th. And a guy who needed a good drive did not get one. He's not going to be able to eagle this. He's going to have to hit a safety shot with a 6-iron. And what's he do? He puts it in the trap. Unbelievable. He's going to be on in 3. He's going to be putting for birdie, but once again, the 17th hole, which should have been an easy hole, turns out to be difficult. 35-foot birdie attempt for Thomas. Not even close. He may even miss this one. Nope, he puts it in. Well, 1 hole to go. Nicklaus, 1 stroke up. Let's find out what happened. Langer on the 18th. Langer and Thomas need a birdie or Jack Nicklaus wins his first tournament this season. Langer to the green. He's given himself a shot, a long shot, but he's given him a shot. The putt is from 52 feet and a tie of the lead. And he is not going to get it. He will finish 1 stroke back. Here it is, Justin Thomas, the only guy that can catch him. And he's in the rough. This could make his second shot difficult. An 8-iron, and it sure did make it difficult because the only way he can tie him is to drop this next shot in the hole. And you just saw what he did. That was horrible. And there it is. Jack Nicklaus wins the tournament. Justin Thomas is liable to double bogey this. He doesn't care now. It looks like he just lost concentration. And this bogey or double bogey is going to cost him a lot of money on the leaderboard because he will not finish second. He'll drop all the way to fifth. We are done. Jack Nicklaus wins the tournament. There you go. There's the leaderboard, the Genesis Invitational, won by Jack Nicklaus. 65 today. Langer and Hagen, 68s. Davis, Love, and Thomas, 71s. And there's the money that was won here. How did Tiger Woods do? Tiger Woods picked up a couple $100,000. I will print up the leaderboard and print it so everybody will see it. But let's go to see who's leading after this tournament. Tiger Woods remains on top. Jack Nicklaus is now in second place in money earned, and Ernie Els drops to third. I want to thank everybody who stopped by, and particularly Carlos Yaz for checking in. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening here. It is what is it? It's a Monday? It's a Monday. Hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Let's take a look at the schedule. Next week's tournament is the Honda Classic PGA National. Today's Genesis Invitational from the Riviera Country Club in LA, won by Jack Nicklaus, 16 under par, actually 18 under par. Want to thank you all again. Hope you all have a wonderful evening.